Alright, so guys, we're going to do a install of a stage 1 today. So we're going to go through the whole process of how we load it, what the machine is, what it's on it, how we get to the house and how we get it into the customer and make sure the customer is happy. So with this stage 1 that we're installing today, come have a look. It's fully decked out. It's got a SimMagic sequential shifter, it's got a SimMagic handbrake, the SimMagic Alpha Mini and with the SimMagic D wheel, coupled with the SimCore DS5 Dash to tell you all your info like fuel, delta times. It's really handy, and it's touchscreen as well. So if you want to see where your opponents are or see where the positioning is on the track, you can just touch the screen and you can do for that. So it's also got a butt kicker plus system. Now the way we've mounted it under the seat rumbles through the whole chassis, so you get road textures, engine textures, engine vibration, gear shift clunking and all that sort of stuff. So it's really cool. I think it's a must-have for every sim racing machine. So if you walk around, it's a complete SimMagic product with a SimMagic P1000 pedal set. Now they're totally upgradable. You can put a hydraulic dampener on it, you can put the hydraulic throttle on it, you can put the haptic motors on it, LED light bars, everything. So our computer sits here on the PC shelf and we've wired everything quite neatly here. So all that comes out and all we're going to do is plug in 2 power points. We do 2 power points because we want to keep the monitor setup separate to the machine setup. Up here, so with the monitors, it has its own separate loom. So the separate loom here with its separate power supply, everything gets tucked into the cable tidy box up here. It's nice and neat and everything's cable tied up and wire managed properly. Coming back over here, we've got a keyboard tray installed. So the keyboard tray, just whenever you start your race, you just pop the keyboard on and that's it. So yeah, that's our basic stage 1 setup. So next we're going to put it into the trailer. Alright guys, so we've got the Raptor hooked up. We're going to come through, talk about the Futura trailer that we've got. It's one of the best pieces of equipment I've actually bought because it saved us so many times with our backs and lowering the machines and getting it in and out. It's a bit of lifesaver, so highly recommend a Futura trailer. So come out the back here. Plenty of space in there. Okay Ben, lower the trailer please. So the trailer is going to lower all the way to the ground and all we have to do is push that into it. No lifting, no more back pain. Yeah, good there. Alright, so now we're going to strap it in. So, of course in Australia, before you're allowed to go off anywhere, after you strap something in, you're going to do this. She's not going nowhere. Darren,
Yeah.
don't know if you, like, that's got like the monitor that stands on it in case you.
Yep,
I don't
need
know.
them.
Yeah, just in case.
Where do you want these to go?
So before we do any installation, we like to check out the access. So luckily, the front doors are double. They'll go through another set of double doors here into the room. Unfortunately, guys, the audio did play up on our on the day, so that's why I'm talking over the installation part here. So yeah, going to the single door, we had to take off the monitor screens, which is quite easy, and why we did and why we always mount the monitors and do the wiring loom separate. So we'll attach it back on once we get in the room. Everything's still aligned and perfectly secure, so it's just really easy for us to do it that way. Once it's all in place, we power up the machine, get the customer to have a drive. As you can see here, Darren is struggling a little bit, hitting the wall and doing all that, but that's all part of the fun. He's there to learn, and it's actually not doing too bad for a first-time sim racer. You got to understand that Darren races real cars he races in real life, so doing the simulator stuff, it's a bit different. You know, it does help and it does translate, but it is a very different feeling to what a real car actually feels like. Alright everyone, so we've just made it back to Racecraft. So that was the install process pretty much for what we do. Yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.